Greetings. Let's play a new game, and the opponent plays d4, g6, and then he start playing Indian defense, and I play my defense with a trick with early e5 and also f5. So now it works because I managed to move my pawn to f4 even. So the idea is if the opponent just doesn't like to exchange pawns in the beginning of the game and like to play such a variation, in that case I will have advantage because I first move the pawns and develop the knights. So I don't need to change the knights. Here I think I made a little bit mistake. I decided to play c5 and he exchanged my pawn. But in general it should be good for me. So the position will not be closed, but I will have very good center with dominating the middle in the center. So I will have, if I don't just attack the opponent's king, but I also can attack the central position of white. Anyway, so with the pawns h3, g2, f3, there is a temptation to attack the king, and maybe it is not right in this position exactly, because in this position I should try to attack through the center. However, the temptation is too high, very high. So I plan to attack g5 or g4. And see what happens. So I don't like the knight on b5. I should have played a6 probably earlier, because now the king on b5 will move to d6 and stack my position. So right now I think I need to. I was thinking about taking the pawn with the bishop, but I think it's better to exchange the black bishop. I mean the white bishop on f2, and then I move my bishop to g4. So I think it's much better idea, because my knight on f6 is good, protects the pawns. However, his bishop will attack on h4 and like a laser attack, with a laser attack stack my position. So after exchange the bishop I feel much better. On the other hand, I lost my knight, which was actually a very nice knight. So now the opponent is preparing the checkmate attacks. He moved his bishop back. I was thinking how to avoid this. I played queen d7. On the other hand, I probably had to move my knight on f5 earlier, or prepare the e4. Better to prepare the e4. Maybe I play bishop h6 and then e4, and then there is no checkmate attack. Now I have to play knight f5. Basically I prevent the attack, but he sacrificed his knight. I think if I take and then check the king, I will prevent the attack anyway. I just need to, I will move my queen to g7 and with a checkmate attack after that. So, but he took my bishop, so I have to retake the rook. Right now the position is complicated. However, I think if he moved to queen to g6, I will just protect queen g7 and he cannot check from that position. And I will still have a chance to checkmate the king because I have a knight. Yeah, it's too fast, too fast. I think I should have yeah, I should have thinking about the knight attack on the queen, a knight check on the queen. Then I will gain material, and also maybe a checkmate. Probably it would be a checkmate with a check on. Yeah, so I'll overlook this possibility. So now I check. Now I check now, but he didn't capture my knight, so it means that he will get a checkmate because right now it's a good possibility for checkmate. I captured the queen, and now rook f6. Probably again run fast, so I had to move the king. But I was thinking about if I move the king, it would be check from the knight. Now this check is not dangerous because I just move the king, and my second, and he protects the bishop, but my second rook checkmate him. And now there's checkmate by the second rook. So fantastic attack. However, I think I missed something. I missed some even better attack. Right now, this attack made possible because he just didn't sacrifice his material. Let me to complete the attack. However, okay, I would like to analyze the game and see what I could do in this end game better than I did. So the opponent starts with d4, g6, and then he so we played Indian defense, maybe old Indian defense. So far everything is standard. So I managed to play earlier f4 and f5, f4, e5, and now g5. And in this position, usually white would start thinking if white can actually castle to the queenside. The engine suggests still to play c5. And I develop my pieces and prepare for the attack. The same time I'm preparing for the castle. So now after I played g5 was important, otherwise the bishop would occupy this position. So now I played c5 to block the position for him, but he decided to exchange the pieces. So it was not my initial plan, and he played c5 as well. And actually c5, so far the position is okay, but after he captures, yeah, still equal position. I move my king away far from the, to avoid possible checks or hidden attacks, and then I play g5. Probably, yeah, here the engine suggests a6, and the knight will not be able to move that easy. Now I have a knight here, which I don't like, so I have a chance to play e4 right now, but I already prepared my g4. Therefore I played, I kept in mind to play g4. Maybe e4 would be better, but with a knight on d3 I didn't like the idea. Okay, so now I'm thinking about the attack on the king side, and here the engine suggests to take with the bishop, but as I said before, I want to capture the bishop on f2, because that bishop can work on h4 later. He didn't notice about it. He actually can move his bishop to h4, and I think in this case it would be at least some attack on me, so I will have to exchange bishops. Right now I decided to capture the bishop as soon as possible because I want to move my bishop on g4 to organize a final attack, because I need to organize the attack through, I need to move my knight to f4 probably, or think about the rook f6. Rook f6 would be a nice idea. Anyway, right now I need to protect the my position from the checkmate. This is why I played queen d7. Probably better would be bishop c6 or rook f6. Then I would just move rook there. Yeah, that was actually much better. Now I protect with knight f5, but he sacrificed the knight, and everything starts here. So the engine suggests to take the pawn, or take the knight, but he took the pawn and I attack, I check him. So I move my bishop, so I protect myself from the checkmate right away. And the engine suggests, and actually the opponent took my bishop, otherwise it would be checkmate soon. My knight take, and he moved queen g3, and here the engine suggests, yes, this is what I thought. I had to check him earlier, one step earlier. Instead of playing queen g7, I had to check him first and queen g7. And so the engine suggests to take, but I attack. He moved, and right now there is engine suggested checkmate probably. Yeah, it's a check. So king needs to move. Another check. Kings move. I overlook this option. Now check again, so I win the rook. But still, I need to continue checking because it will be a checkmate in one move. And now, yeah, this is a nice checkmate. Multi-step checkmate, but actually I would find out it because it's just one step every time. Every step must be a check. So I overlook this option, overlook this check. Instead, yeah, after he moved, yeah, instead he had to take the knight. Then this checkmate would not happen. Anyway, I decided to take the queen, and after that I had an idea to play rook f6. Maybe even better to play rook g7. Yeah, rook f6. If I play rook g7, so he would take the knight. Still, my position is has advantage, because if he exchange, so I would have an advantage. So rook f6, surprisingly, the engine likes that move, but actually another move, rook g1. And now after the check, my king move to g7, and with the possibility to checkmate. So the opponent overlooks that possibility. My king moves and opens the way to the checkmate. Okay, so very nice game with attacks attacks and threats from both sides, and I managed to check. I managed to organize a checkmate attack. This is fantastic when the pawn on the second line and knight controls the first and the third one, so the king is trapped, and the bishop also controls the possible retreat of the king. This checkmate position is really amazing because you can see it only in a classical book about chess, when you study chess, like first, second year, maybe even earlier, maybe first month or second month. This is a typical position which you need to learn in order to understand chess better. But it's very rare if to see such a checkmate in the real games. I don't remember in my experience, at least. Uh, anyway, so I like this checkmate, and I hope you like this. You like it too. You like the video and my explanations. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you next time. Bye bye.